Kayla Richardson. I'm a speech-language pathologist who specializes in lactation and infant and toddler feeding development. Over the years, I've helped thousands of parents navigate challenges that arise with their child's feeding development. But as I spent time with more and more parents, I realized how much of the information I was sharing could benefit all children, yet it's not really readily accessible to all parents. So I'm going to share some tips with you on some things you can do to get your child off to the best start with their feeding. Today, I want to talk to you guys about proper positioning during feeding. And we're going to specifically talk about how to properly position your baby in a high chair and why that's important. Feeding is a whole body experience, and while we pay most attention to what our babies are doing with their mouths, we really need to set a good foundation with their bodies and make sure they're well supported, they're safe, and that they can maintain endurance for an entire meal so that they can learn how to eat. A super popular high chair with parents is the IKEA Analog high chair. It's affordable, simple, and easy to clean. Unfortunately, the seat of the chair is entirely too deep. There's way too much space for baby, and there's not enough support for their body. So, you can use the Yeah Baby Goods support cushion, insert it into the chair. This adds back support for your baby, side support for the hips, and it brings your baby's body closer to the tray so that they can use the tray as an extra base of support. Let's talk a little bit more about what good high chair positioning looks like, why it's important, and how you can use the Yeah Baby Goods support cushion to achieve this position. So what does it look like to have a good feeding position? We want your baby upright and close to the tray. We want them upright for safety reasons. Being in an upright position is going to decrease the risk of choking, and keeping them close to the tray is going to give an additional base of support for their body, and it's also going to make it easier for them to reach out and grab food and grab spoons off of their tray. Now, we also want your baby's hips to be in a neutral position. And what I mean by a neutral position is we don't want them tilted forward or tilted back or tilted side to side. We want their hips to be aligned with their shoulders and their head. This is also related to safety because we know that if the hips are tilted in any direction, it can throw off head control, breathing, and oral motor control. So providing that the cushion is in place is going to keep your baby close to the tray. It's also going to help keep the hips in a neutral position because it's going to decrease the amount of space in the chair and support them on all sides so the hips can really stay in a neutral position. Now, we also want the hips to be at a 90-degree angle to the legs. All of this also plays a role in endurance. We want to help support your baby's body so that they can maintain endurance throughout the meal. Some of them might be new sitters, and so providing them some additional support so that they don't have to work so hard to maintain a seated position will help free up their bodies to learn the new feeding skill. So we know as therapists, and what I want to explain to you is that your babies begin to gain motor control from the center of their bodies out. So at first they're going to gain core control and be able to start to sit independently, and the more stable they are at the center and the core of their body, the more control they're going to have over their arms and their mouth. So by providing them with some support, it's really going to help them focus on the new skill that they're trying to learn. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. I want to remind you that what I share with you are tools. There's no hard, fast rule for every single baby in the world, and no one knows your baby as much as you do. So trust your instincts. You're doing a great job.